guess let's talk basketball before we get to just Vegas in general. You're now shooting, I think it's a little over 40% from three, averaging over a made three per game. Just sort of, what do you think's led to that level of production for you?
I mean, it's just putting the work in, putting the time in. It's not really a secret recipe or a formula to it. It's just taking your craft seriously and, putting the work in and doing it with a purpose.
Is that kind of where you expected your production to be from the perimeter?
Yeah, no doubt, and that's what the team expects from me. So, me, knowing that, me being able to make shots and spread the floor, make us that much better of a team. I just take it more seriously in terms of, making shots and stepping up and helping my teammates out when I can.
How much more do you want to get to that consistency level of having good games every night and keeping it rich?
I really don't feel like, it's me being consistent necessarily. It's more so, just when I play consistent minutes, like long stretches of time, I usually perform really well. And the numbers, say so for themselves. So, I mean, it's really just, me doing what I can to stay on the floor and, play those consistent minutes to where I can produce at the rate that I am.
You got to kill the 4 3-point game and 5 the other night. When you get rolling like that, do you feel yourself rolling?
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, it's really just like, all right, I made one, just be ready to shoot the next one because I know it's coming back. So it's really just, always being ready and down because I know, we got Trace down low, we got X getting past people in the ball screen. So they cause so much, they bring so much attention to themselves that, I get the same shots pretty much every game. I just got to be ready to knock them down.
You had ups and downs your freshman season. What was just the biggest takeaway you had looking back right now?
Just really taking care upstairs, just being strong mentally. Because, obviously coming in and, having all this hype and then, things taking a few different turns than I expected. It's kind of just like, okay, I had some adversity, so now it's just like, how do I go about it? And, I really just, was able to really find myself more and all the stuff that happened last year. But, I feel like I came out like a better person, a better man, most importantly. So, just my mental component of the game and just life, period. I see everything and take everything a little bit more serious.
If you could draw up what your game looks like come February or March, what are the 3 or 4 things you would want to be best at come that point in time?
First thing I would say is obviously just being a leader on the floor, an elite communicator, and an elite defender. Because a lot of the times when I'm in the game and we get stops, I get out in transition and either create offense for myself or the rest of the team. So really just being somebody who we can depend on to get stops and be a leader on that defensive end. And then on the offensive end of the floor, it's really just about, me making shots, creating my own shot when needed, and just really picking my spots in the right slots in the game when it's my time to attack.
When you talk about just having a different mentality, I guess, from last season, is there anything you do preparation-wise that's different now than what you did your freshman year that just makes you your own team?
Not really. But now that I know I have a bigger role on the team in comparison to last year, it's just, being more focused, when we're going through scout and, leading up to the game, taking care of my body because I got to be available. So, that's the most important thing. So just really, taking, everything more serious to where I can be on the floor and be productive.
Tamar, what did this group learn about itself, making adjustments from that Rutgers loss to the win on Wednesday?
I would say, we can't get out-rebounded. That's the main thing, and we know that, especially from some of our losses from last year. We always got to be the more physical team and play with more force. So I would just say, we learned that, we can't ever, get comfortable. Not that we were, just that, we can't really give off that impression. That we got to come in, start the game off strong and just be ready to roll.
Playing on a stage like this, the KU game next Saturday, a couple of big opportunities for you guys to really be on a national stage. What does it mean to this group?
That's what we here. That's what we do it for. That's what we came to Indiana for. These are the games that we usually would watch on TV, but now that we're playing in them, it's like, we got to take advantage of the opportunity because we here. So, it's time to get to it. It really ain't, too much to it because, it's like we got the team. We knew what the schedule was at the gate, so it was just time to go out there and compete.
Talk about the environment, this atmosphere, quite different from what you're used to. How do you stay focused on the game coming up on Saturday with almost like a circus-like atmosphere with casinos and all that's going on here in Las Vegas?
None of that is really anybody. everybody's concerned because I mean, before we jumped on the plane, we knew that this was a business trip. You know, we didn't come here for all the gadgets and gadgets and everything in Vegas. You know, if you want to do that, you know, you come back to Vegas on your own time. But right now, we're here for Indiana basketball and to come win a basketball game. So, you know, like you know, we were talking about it all week. You know, we know where we're going. We know what the atmosphere is like outside of the court. So, just being smart and, you know, not forgetting why we're here.
What stands out the most about Arizona when you watch those guys?
They really got in transition. They're a really fast-paced team. You know, they'll defend when they want to, but it's just like they really want to, you know, push the ball, push the pace. So, you know, we just got to, you know, make sure our transition defense is on point. But at the same time, you know, we got to score the ball at a high clip as well. They got a really fast offense, West Coast offense. So, you know, we just got to be the more physical team, like I said earlier, and just play with more force.
I know you put a lot of work in terms of just adding strength this summer. What all went into that? Was there, you know, a certain amount of calories you were trying to take in with muscle? I just kind of what went into that?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I'm talking about 2 or 3 shakes a day. I'm eating extra meals. I'm eating a snack before I go to bed. So it's really just what I eat because we put the work in the weight room, but I just had to really like double and triple my calories so I can compete physically. That was like one of the biggest things on my checklist from this offseason.
What were some of the foods that you ate?
A lot of starches, obviously like red meats, chicken, but just things like that are high in calories. So, I mean, it's really like, there ain't no recipe, just a lot of food, like, and a lot, like, frequently. So, like, you know, really just eating a lot to the point to where it's not a point in the day where, like, I'm hungry. Like, either I'm eating a snack or I eat a meal, just something to where, you know, I keep food in my body.
Did you ever have any memorable AAU moments in Vegas?
This is actually my first time in Vegas. Yeah, my AAU team, we never came out here. And the one opportunity I did have to come out here, I'm from Kansas, they were driving. And this wasn't my main team, but they wanted me to come play with them. I said, I will not get in that bus. I'm not driving to Las Vegas. So, yeah, this is my first time being out here.
I saw the video of Mike Woodson saying, I guess, what was your evaluation of this?
It was solid. He tried to sing a little bit all the time, but I was glad he stepped up to the plate and, you know, performed. We was trying to get him up there the whole time. I knew they was going to get him at one point, but it was hilarious. And that's just a reflection of our team and, you know, the atmosphere that we try and create.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Smart.